ready, Sal? Showtime.
You get skills to debate, a place where they separate the real from the fake. Call in, listen, better pay some attention. They be cooking in the kitchen, want a meal, get a plate. We go to showing definitions and the whole nine. Better have you listen, playing, and be on time. The homie Sal Don King got a top thing. Lining them all up, reason why they call them Showtime. We at war, let the glass to the tightest. They blow the trumpet, it's a call and a sign. I spit truth in my iron, sharp and iron. You gotta be down, yo, when you dealing with a lion. We study hard to persuade a brother and convey to others what the scripture really saying. That it's a debate, brother, it's to wake up, brother. Maybe you relate to others. If you wanna hate a brother, I'ma holler later, brother.
No degree, no PhD, just use a word in your brain. Different camps up in this Hebrew Israelite domain. We are global now, worldwide, blowing out like propane. Now it's time to pull them swords out and let's see who gon' hang.
Yahushua, and more will call him Jehovah God. And Lord of all, did he pre-exist before the fall? Or do I just ignore it all? Blog talk, radio, Lines in, my favorite show. Uncut like HBO. Call in, let the people know.
Yahweh has given me the tongue of the learned, that I should speak a word of season to him who is weary. And I pray, have the ear of the learned, that you should understand what my Father's saying more clearly. It's Yahweh. That's why we on debate talk for you, so we can uproot all them lies and speak the spirit of truth. Yahweh. So study to show yourself approved. Call in and get ready for debate talk for you.
This is Sal Showtime, host of the very popular online radio show, Debate Talk for You. Once again, taking this time out to thank each and every person out there for tuning in from Monday to Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, by going to the website www.blogtalkradio.com/debatetalkforyou. This one goes out to all the sponsors out there. Those people out there that want to sponsor the show, make sure you send me an email at debatetalkforyou@gmail.com. That's debatetalkforyou@gmail.com. Just leave your contact information and I'll get right back to you as soon as possible. Thousands of people tune in each and every week to the show. So once again, if you'd like to be a sponsor, send me an email at debatetalkforyou@gmail.com. That's debatetalk, the number 4, and the letter U @gmail.com. See you guys next time.
Never allow the possibility of your heart desire to trouble your mind, whether it is success or happiness, because your mind is a powerful machine that is very capable of manifesting anything that it conceives and believes in. Become more enlightened about life and the subconscious mind by visiting quotesforthemind.com. You are only as strong as the thoughts that constantly dwell in your mind. Therefore, never allow any negative belief about your abilities in life to be granted shelter in your mind. Edmund Mbiaka, quotesforthemind.com.
Hey, what's up for all you fashion people out there? This is Kamar Zachary, creative director of Oima Takor Fashion. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We've got the hottest designs out. We're the premier brand in the Southeast. We got all types of celebrities, athletes, and movie stars wearing our brand right now. So go ahead and check us out. You can email us at oematakor@gmail.com. That's spelled OEMATAKORR@gmail.com. Experience the lifestyle.
Hi, this is Sister Amunet, and I currently am promoting my website, which can be found on halimabeal.com. That's www.halimabeal.com, spelled HALIYMABEAL.com. And we're promoting our candles, we're promoting counseling services, and we are promoting positive blogs for your spirit, soul, mind, to rejuvenate you and to inspire your life. Please feel free to reach out and hit us up on www.halimabeal.com. This is Sister Amunet signing off. Peace and blessings.
Hey, What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome to another show. You're now listening to Season 4 of Debate Talk for You. I'm your host, Sal Showtime, and I'm back. It's Debate Talk for You guys. Once again, we're back with a classic show. I really appreciate everybody that's calling in. At the number is 646-716-7320. And shout out to the people that always call in advance, 15 minutes ahead of time, and 20 minutes ahead of time to stand by patiently waiting for the show. I really appreciate all your support, guys. Once again, we have a classic show lined up for you guys, and all of you that's online at www.blogtalkradio.com/Debate Talk for You. Appreciate you guys all across the world listening in Canada, London. We have a strong following out there in London, England. Appreciate you guys for tuning in to Debate Talk for You. My special guest is standing by, and today's show is entitled Celebrity Agenda and the Occult. Once again, today's show is entitled Celebrity Agenda and the Occult. I was actually going through YouTube and, check out a couple videos, of course, and I came across my special guest's channel, which is Occult Sin. I recommend that everybody out there go check it out, Occult Sin. And he has a lot of very interesting videos out there revealing a lot of things. So I figured he'd be the perfect gentleman to bring on the show to speak about this particular topic. But before I introduce my special guest, of course, I've got to go through a few announcements. As usual, send me an email at debatetalkforyou@gmail.com. That's debatetalk, the number 4, and the letter U@gmail.com. If you'd like to be a special guest, if you want to be a part of the roundtable, the debates, we have many different segments of Debate Talk for You, the show. So if you want to be a part of any of the segments of Debate Talk for You, once again, the email is debatetalkforyou@gmail.com. You go to facebook.com/debatetalkforyou. That's facebook.com/DT4U. You can download the show via iTunes. Go to the podcast section and type in the search box Debate Talk to number 4 and the letter U, and you'll see the show pop up absolutely free. You can download it to your PC, your Mac, your laptop, and spread the word once again about Debate Talk for You. You can check us out on YouTube as well. Got some videos up on YouTube. That's youtube.com/Debate Talk for You. Go to Instagram.com/Debate Talk for You. Check out some of the pics up there. Of course, we're on Twitter at Showtime DT4U. That's at Showtime, D as in David, T as in Tom, the number 4, and the letter U. We still have a limited edition Lions Den t-shirts available, guys. It's $5 per shirt. If you want to order any limited edition Lions Den t-shirt, you just go to PayPal and go send an email. It's orders@debatetalkforyou.com. Make sure you put your size in the description box. And I appreciate everybody that's been supporting and sending out donations out there and purchasing the shirts. We have a lot of people out there all across the globe that's been ordering these shirts, and all of your donations, of course, will go towards the up-and-coming projects we have this year for the Debate Talk for You. Once again, I appreciate you guys, and once again, we have more limited edition shirts. So, once again, go to PayPal, and the email is orders@debatetalkforyou.com. If you'd like to make a donation, go to the website, which is debatetalkforyou.donations.webs.com. That's debatetalkforyou.donations.webs.com. If you want to just go straight to PayPal and make a donation, the email is donations@debatetalkforyou.com. Once again, we got a couple projects coming up this summer and also actually this year. The first thing that's coming up is the Debate Talk for You basketball fundraiser. That's going to be in Brooklyn. That's going to happen late May. And I appreciate you guys for showing your support on that. We're going to have the Debate Talk for You live studio audience debate. That's going to be happening in late August at the National Black Theater. Hopefully, if everything goes well, we're going to need your support with the donations, guys. So even if you just send $1 each, all of that will just go towards everything that we got going on. And we have thousands of listeners all across the globe. So even if it's 50 cents, $1, all of that stuff will go towards these projects that we have happening this year for the Debate Talk for You. All right, let me introduce my special guest. My special guest, once again, the channel is Occult Sin on YouTube. That's Occult Sin. Like I said, I highly recommend that you guys go to his channel and check it out. They have a lot of powerful videos. This is Shaughan Parson. How you doing, my brother? Welcome to the show.
How you doing?
I appreciate you, man. Welcome to Debate Talk for You. Let the people know a little bit about yourself, how long you've been doing your videos and stuff like that.
Well, I started about 2.5 years ago making videos personally. I've been awake, as you can say, for at least 11, probably 12 years, okay? I started the channel because I wanted to educate people, but not just that. There's so much corruption and hidden messages, agendas in the world that I didn't want to just sit back and let it go on while I just sit idly behind, pretty much take action, if you will. So that's pretty much how I started the channel, and I'm going to keep pushing for it and keep trying to wake people up. That's my goal.
All right. And what was it that exactly opened up your eyes to the truth? Did something happen to you? Did you go through some kind of event? You know, let people know, like, what, how did you come across this truth?
Well, when I was younger, like in just hitting middle school, probably elementary school, I never really liked the wars. You know, the wars we always had in this country. And as a child, I used to, you know, scare me and all that stuff. I used to wonder when they were going to end the wars, because I noticed we kept going in wars year after year after year, and it never ended. So I started looking into the government, and of course I've always been interested in the esoteric, if you will, the stuff that's pretty much out there, the eccentric stuff. So I just did research. I like learning, so I learned all types of fields that I can, and it just built up knowledge, and I'm here where I am today.
Okay. And for those people that are calling now, so we got more and more callers calling in right now. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. The title of the show is called Celebrity Agenda and the Occult. Celebrity Agenda and the Occult. And, of course, feel free to call in if you have any questions or comments. The number is 646-716-7320. If you have any questions or comments, or you guys can press the number 1, and I'll gladly add you to the conversation. Now, for those people that are not aware of this, but they're listening to the show, break down for the listening audience, what is the occult? What is the occult?
Well, when you get into the word occult itself, it means various things, but one of its definitions is the hidden. So anything that's not pretty much perceptible to the people who aren't looking for it, that's the occult. But you also can say that the occult is the dark arts, if you will, also, because they have occult, you know, witchcraft, occult, satanic, or cults, you know. So pretty much it could be referred to as whatever's hidden and whatever's in the dark, pretty much the more evil sides of morality, if you will.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's pretty basic once you get the concept of it.
Yeah. Now, many people are unaware about the hidden messages behind the music and stuff like that. How do we recognize the signs? Well, the show is called Celebrity Agenda. Some people say that a lot of these singers that have things going on behind the scenes. Let the people know, how can we recognize the signs of some of these hidden agendas?
Well, the first thing you should do is do some research on why they would even do this. Okay, music is a huge tool, and millions of people around the world love music. Okay, they have fans. Each celebrity, so I say, has fans, and they have millions of them. So somewhere down the line, the people who own these music industries figured out that it was a good idea to use the celebrities as tools, if you will, to push their agendas. Now, if you want to recognize the signs, you should look up a dictionary of symbols. Start researching symbols, because you have to understand symbolism in order to see and understand what something means in the first place. In the music videos, you'll see a lot of pyramids. When they're throwing up, you know, with their hands, the diamond. If you know Jay-Z, you see him do it all the time. That's pretty much them trying to pay respect to the people they worship, or at least are owned by, and that's the Illuminati. But the Illuminati is very deep when it comes to that. A lot of people think it doesn't exist, but it really does. It has a history and everything. It's not even a conspiracy. It's straight up historical facts. That they tell you in the history books that in 1776 the Illuminati infiltrated Freemasonry, and they just grew from there.
Wow.
You have to do your research.
Wow, that's some heavy stuff right there. Because, you know, a lot of people, when you bring this stuff to people around your way, or, you know, people that you personally interact with, what do they say about that stuff when you actually reveal this kind of information to the people?
Well, some people get it. You know, some people see it. So I don't even have to convince them that much, because they already have it. You know, they can feel it. You know, people are, if they open their eyes, they can perceive anything. Some people already see it, and they can pretty much, they had a feeling that it was happening, and then when you tell them about it, it starts to make sense to them, and then they start looking at it. But unfortunately, a lot of people are closed-minded. Their eyes are shut, and they don't want to see the truth. Maybe because they just don't believe it. It seems too far-fetched, or maybe because they're scared of it and afraid. But remember, you don't have to fear anything. Just because these people have power doesn't mean that they're better than you or can, you know, defeat you spiritually. Okay, so I don't see why people don't believe a lot of this stuff when it's right in your face. Even if you don't believe in Illuminati, you see these music videos, they're completely dark. A lot of immoral things, sex, drugs, violence, always talking about negativity when it comes to the hip-hop especially. We all see it. The gangs, it's cool to sell drugs, all that stuff right there. I mean, you don't even need Illuminati in the picture to understand that something's wrong with this music industry.
All right. Once again, guys, you're now listening to the Big Talk for You. If you have any questions, you go to the number 646-716-7320. All you have to do is press that number 1, and I'll add you into the conversation. My special guest is Shaughan Parson from Occult Sin. That's his channel on YouTube. The title of this show, Celebrity Agenda and the Occult. Now, could you name a few celebrities you believe are a part of the occult? Is there any people that you research that you know for a fact is a part of the occult?
Jay-Z for sure, Kanye West, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry. I mean, literally, it's seriously all mainstream artists who are pushing the same type of ignorance. If you see ignorance in their videos, they're usually in it or got initiated in it. It's not like they join it because, they want to be in it. Someone comes to them if they're making a lot of, money and they're real talented, they have a lot of fan base. Somebody comes to them and try to use them. And if they don't go with it, they're usually either pushed off to the side. We all seen the celebrities who, they do music, they're real talented, but they don't stay up there, if you will. And that's because they don't go with the plans. They have to do these rituals and stuff like that. Another person, of course, Lil Wayne. A lot of people, they like Lil Wayne and stuff, but it's clear as day if you pay attention to him. He does the symbolism. He has hats with the all-seeing eye, the eye of providence. That's what it's called. If you don't know what that is, that's the pyramid with the eye in the middle, or sometimes the eye over top, depending on how they're using it. On top of that, you have, basically, like I said, any artist, but a lot of people in Cash Money, Lil Wayne's group, is in the Illuminati because they're under him. And the people you see in Cash Money who aren't getting as much airtime, is not as famous, they're usually the ones who aren't really initiated all the way, if you will. They're still going through their steps trying to get big. And then you'll see them blow up out of nowhere. Y'all remember Soulja Boy? He got famous out of nowhere with that dance and stuff. Well, if you look on his back, he has 2 tattoos of the Illuminati symbol right on his back. It's clear as day. I mean, why did he get that for no reason? I mean, some people may say, a lot of people like to say, oh, he likes money, and that's why he got the Eye of Providence twice on his back. I mean, that makes no sense, seriously. I mean, for all that, he can get a $sign if he likes money.
Right, yeah.
Stop denying the facts.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, I was talking to a few brothers about this topic, and they were saying that not all the rappers, like you said, I guess you got to make a certain amount of money in order to be a part of the whole occult situation. Is that true, according to your research?
It's not just that you have to make a certain amount of money. Most of the time, it's if you want to make a certain amount of money that you're going to be initiated through the whole Illuminati thing. Because pretty much it starts off like this. Maybe you got talent, maybe you get on air, whatever, TV, however you do it. And, you're going to be, get your 2 seconds of fame, if you will. But if you want to keep that going, they're not going to let you just keep going forever. They're going to come up to you and they're going to say, you either do this, you act this way, and you push this music. Because if you look up the celebrities or the magicians and stuff, they don't write most of their music. This is a known fact. They have other people write most of their music. And this is why, because these people who write the music behind the scenes are the ones who are pushing the agenda for the even higher ranks, the people who own the corporations pretty much like DT, MTV, VH1. So basically, it's not that you have to have money. It's that if you want to have money in that field, not in general, not in life, but in that entertainment business that they own, you're going to have to submit to them, or else you're just going to have to drop off the radar and not be famous anymore, or as famous.
Oh, wow. Once again, guys,
like a perfect example of this. Yeah, perfect example of this is, have you heard of the rapper Papoose?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely. New York.
Yeah, a great artist, right?
Yeah.
A great artist, and he's not even mainstream. He should be up there like number 3 on people's list of top rappers, at least. But he doesn't go with that stuff. He talks about that stuff. You can see him in interviews talking about that stuff, but he doesn't go with it. the whole Illuminati stuff. He says they exist, so he doesn't get to be as famous, you know? But he doesn't stand in their way and try to expose them. Pretty much Michael Jackson exposed them, and you know what happened to him. Sad story.
Yeah, we all know about that one. Wow.
Yeah, people try to deny it.
Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of, like you said, Papoose revealed a lot of things. A lot of other rappers are revealing a lot of things. But why do you think that a lot of young people are not getting it? You know, they're not even like, they even debate with you about like, oh, it's fake, it's not real. What do you say about that?
Yeah. Well, it's easy right there for that answer. They're pushing the music. You know, the people who they're listening to, they look up to them, and they're already influenced by them by now. By the time you come to them and tell them that Lil Wayne is the Illuminati and stuff, in the Illuminati, they've been listening to Lil Wayne for like 5-6 years. You know, some of them grow up as children. Their mothers and fathers let them listen to this stuff when they're like 6-8 years old because the parents listen to it. So they already are getting brainwashed. That's something that they do in the music. The music videos especially. You know, music videos can have a story to them, just like any type of video. A movie can have a story to it, it's factual or nonfiction. Or pretty much just fictitious. But anyway, yeah, they're getting brainwashed by that music, and the music is turning subliminals to the point where, oh, this Illuminati thing is just a joke. It's not real. You know, don't believe that stuff. It's us trying to go against the reality of what it is today, that the Illuminati does exist. And something I want to add, though, when a hip-hop artist is in the Illuminati, quote-unquote, it's not that they're part of the Illuminati secret society as much as they're being used as pawns by the Illuminati, okay? I just want people to know that right now because a lot of people get confused by that.
Yeah. Wow. Wow, powerful information. Once again, guys, this is Debate Talk for You Radio. The title of the show, Celebrity Agenda and the Occult. The number is 646-716-7320. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to call in. It's question number 1, and I'll add you into the conversation. My special guest is Shaughan Parson. Now, this next question I have for you, man, kind of disturbed me, and I'm starting to believe that it's true, though, but I'm going to ask you anyway, man.
Yeah.
What about these professional athletes, like basketball players, NFL stars, you know, the athletes of the world?
Yeah.
Are they down with the Occult?
Certain ones, yeah. It's not as heavy as the music agenda because they can't push the agenda as, you know, as well because the music, it has the messages, like I said, not only in the lyrics, and in the instrumentals, but as well as the music videos. But a lot of celebrities who are basketball players, some not as much as the football players. I can't even name too many football players. But definitely the NBA has people under that Illuminati whole goal, like LeBron James. I mean, that's as clear as day. If you really pay attention to LeBron James, it's super clear. He hangs around Jay-Z like they're brothers, okay? He's still putting up the diamond just like Jay-Z. For no reason. He has nothing to do with Rockefeller for real, so it doesn't make sense for him. You notice that when he got around Jay-Z, if you pay attention and you start to look back, that's when he started, you know, putting up the diamond as much. And he started to really go up. He was always a good player and stuff. He was always famous, if you will. But when he got around Jay-Z, that's when everything started to change. That's when he won his ring and all that stuff. You know? So,
that's my team right there.
Yeah, you got to look for it.
Team, man. It's my team right there, Miami Heat, man.
But still, you got to look for it.
True for the truth, brother. Some people say Kobe Bryant, too. Some people say Kobe Bryant, you know.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Oh, man. Also, as far as the NFL, some people say as far as, like when certain players score touchdowns, they do certain hand gestures or hand symbols or hand signs or whatever. And do you think all of them are aware, like when they do certain hand symbols and stuff like that they're part of the Occult or something like that? But I was saying that there's a lot of people that copycat a lot of these things that people do, like they put little signs, you know, devil signs, whatever. Yeah, what do you say about that?
Well, I don't watch too much football, but I do know one thing. Some people do, you know, some people do the hand signs naturally, you know, like the what people would call the 666 sign. You know, some people see that as okay, you know, the okay sign.
Right.
You know, and it does mean that to a certain extent. You know, so some people may put it up in their pictures. Some people may put up what people call the devil horn sign. And some people may do it because they want to be in the Illuminati, but they haven't come to them yet. And they hear about their friends, you know, their celebrity friends, the other celebrities, hear about it, and they may want to join it because they think it's fun and games. Oh, you just make more money. You know, it's just as simple as that, when it's not. So they may be doing it trying to get attention, because that's one way how they try to get themselves put into it. You know, but some of them may be part of it, and they're down with it and all that stuff like that. So when you see the hand symbols, it's best to, you know the background of the person doing it. Because if it's just someone and he's talking about, he's going against it pretty much, all the agendas, if he's not, promoting ignorance, if you will, and he's not doing immoral things and he puts up the hand sign, maybe it was just a reflex of his hand. But if he's down with all that stuff and you see who he's hanging with, and the other people he's hanging with is definitely in Illuminati, he's most likely trying to be with it or he's in it as well.
Wow, once again, guys, listening to Debate Talk for You. My man Shaughan Parson breaking down that knowledge out here. You know the number is 646-716-7320. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to press the number 1. I see we got a lot of listeners tuning into the show. I appreciate you guys for checking out Debate Talk for You. And we have some more questions coming up. Now, what about religion? I know you got some things about religion on your channel that you're kicking against. Now, is there a hidden agenda? Is there a hidden agenda when it comes to religious denominations? Put that down.
Yeah. See, the reason, if you ever go to my channel, I just want to put a disclaimer right now, okay? If you're a Christian or if you're, really tied down to a certain belief, at first glance, you're not going to like what I say because it's going to go against what you've been told, okay? And if you've been told that for several years or all your life, you've been a Christian or a Muslim or one of these major religions, a Jew, You still can make your music. You still can sell it. The only way not to, you don't have to be on TV to be famous. You don't have to be on if that's what you're desiring. But trust me, all the artists can tell you that it's not even such a fun thing to be famous. You have paparazzi following you everywhere. You see how they be getting pissed off. Even Kanye West, who's in the Illuminati, he be attacking paparazzi because he be pissed off at that. It's not even what it looks to be. You have people following you everywhere. You can't go anywhere, anywhere for real, without somebody, coming at you asking for an autograph, which may be fun at first, but trust me, probably go get annoying if you want privacy. And then, you're going to have haters, so they always go be on your case. You got to handle all these people. You'd be surprised how many celebrities get into fights. Yeah, man, you can see it. They have YouTube videos, celebrities getting in fights because people are always hating on them, and it's easy to find, or at least spot in public. People try to test their luck and try to say, oh, yeah, look, I knocked out whoever, 50 Cent. They try to, they go after celebrities trying to look tough. Because these fake gangsters and stuff, the same people who getting brainwashed to be fake gangsters, a lot of these people who rapping come after them. And that's another thing. If you talking about all that blood and Crip stuff, like Lil Wayne, you can see it. You can see the real Bloods and Crips attacking him, on videos and stuff like that. Rick Ross get called out by Crips and all stuff like that. So the people who really doing it, I don't condone and stuff like that, but they go come after them. You putting out this fake stuff, and they know who's really real. So it's not even good to be fake. Don't be fake just because you want to be famous. Just do your music, do you, and just try to make the money you can.
So you would definitely steer them to do it independently instead of going mainstream, more or less.
Yeah, do independent.
Mm-hmm.
Start your own stuff.
A lot of these, youngins want that fame, though. They be on television. They want the world to know who they are.
Yeah, but they got
fortune. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm telling you, you're not going to like fame as much as you think. You're not going to like it. Like, it's going to be a temporary thing where you may like it, but you're going to have to get over your ego or what have you because, you're not going to be the center of the world no matter how famous you are. Maybe that's not your goal, but seriously, as long as you got people who thank you and appreciate your music, you're going to have to take that and be grateful for it. At least people know who you are. You don't need to be on every TV station ever.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying to them.
Right. All right. Once again, guys, you're listening to the DT4U Radio. We've got a few more questions before we sign off. But if you have any questions or any comments, or maybe you guys might be trying to be an aspiring rapper or something like that, and you have any questions or singer, call in. The number is 646-716-7320. Press the number 1, and I'll add you in the conversation. My special guest is Shaughan Parson. We got a lot of people checking out the show right about now. I appreciate the thousands upon thousands that's checking the show out all over the world. Appreciate you guys tuning into the DT4U. Now, as far as selling your soul, I spoke to a couple people that actually trying to pursue the rap game, and they're trying to be, whatever they're trying to be. And I spoke to them about, selling their soul. And first of all, they say they believe in God. I believe in God. Nothing going to happen. Ain't nothing going to happen. I believe in God, and as far as selling my soul, they don't see how that's even possible. How are they selling their soul? Can you break that down for the people?
Well, first of all, if you pay attention to this hip-hop, you see how many artists who are in the Illuminati, or at least at minimalist, talk about ignorant stuff, gangsters killing other people, all that stuff, right? You see the same people talking about that wearing Jesus chains. I mean, sometimes they wear 2 Jesus chains. It's like they're trying to pretend so hard that they believe in what you believe in so they can fit in or at least get your liking. These people, first, when you're trying to make it big, they're not going to make you sell your soul, okay? They're going to make you sell out, meaning you're going to have to do what they say, okay? You got to do their rituals and stuff. Then it starts to get darker and deeper. The more fame you get, if you want to keep that fame up, you're going to have to sell out even more and sell out even more. Listen to Eminem. He says in several of his songs he sold his soul to the devil. Kanye West on live stage when he was performing said he sold his soul to the devil. It was a crappy deal. He literally said that. He said he said his mother died for this, which he was alluding. His mother was killed, sacrificed, because they give a lot of sacrifices as well. But like I said, there is good and evil spirits. And I believe if you just like if you go into a contract with a person and they can put you in legal situations and tell you what to do because you signed that contract, I think the same thing could happen if you do some type of dark, satanic, or Wicca ritual, some type of spiritual ritual. I do think there's evil forces. Like I said, I do think there's evil forces. I just think that Satan and all the other religions have their own particular name for what they believe evil to be. I just know that there's evil in general. But anyway, if you sell up to a demon or whatever it may be, a demon is just a word that humans use to explain something evil, the evil spirit, then I believe that they can gain possession of you, because you're selling out. You're allowing them to. You're doing some type of dark ritual that's tapping into other forces. So, yeah, I do think if you sell your soul, you're going to sell your soul, pretty much. You're giving it to something else, something darker in a different realm.
Right.
Because if you look at the religions, just the opposite, Christians, if they pray, they have people in the Christian faith, they say they get answers from, God and stuff like that. Same thing could be said about Muslims. Muslims say that God answers them. Buddhists, they say they get spiritual enlightenment and answers from their God when they pray. The Jews say the same thing. No matter what religion you go to, when they pray to something good, and if it's all-knowing, no matter what religion you are, it's probably going to know that you're asking for divine help. It's going to give it to you. So it doesn't matter what religion you're in. All these religions, on the good side, are saying that they're getting answers and their prayers are being responded to. Well, on the dark side, I think the same thing's going to happen. If you give your energy and you start to summon some type of demon and you're doing it correct with these dark techniques that the Illuminati is giving you, and they're going to do the ritual for you. They're going to have you in some type of situation where they're surrounding you doing some type of dark art, sacrificing things. Because they do sacrifice people, shedding blood and calling demons and selling your soul, pretty much giving you up to whatever they're trying to feed to give them power.
Yeah, wow, it's a lot of information, my brother. What about producers? You think producers in the game on that? Yeah, like Swiss Beats and Timbaland and a lot of these brothers. You think they pretty much are down with that cult as well? Producers.
I'm not gonna say all of them.
Some people say, okay, rap, okay, I'm not going to do rap, but I want this to be a producer then. I'll be safe, I'll do the producer thing. What do you think about that?
I'm not going to say all producers are down with it, because just like all hip-hop artists, they're not all down with it. Even if they're just a little famous, they don't have to be down with it. It's when you see the symbolism that it becomes quite obvious that they're starting to go towards the dark side. But yeah, a lot of these producers are probably down with it because they're even bigger than the hip-hop artists. Many people don't really realize that, but they're making more money than them because they're making the songs for several of them, and all of them have millions of dollars. So if you're making songs for Lil Wayne, he's paying you. You're making songs for Drake, and he's paying you. You're making songs for Tyga, he's paying you. You have all these millionaires paying you. You're going to make even more money. You're dealing with all these artists, but at the same time, you're dealing with all these dark artists. So, of course, you're going to have to be dark as them to fit in, So I think that, yeah, a lot of them probably do sell out. Has to be. Because they're even famous. They're even more, richer, should I say, than these people.
Yeah, I got somebody in the chat room, Wiser Words. What's going on, Wiser Words? And actually, they want to talk more about the chemtrails. And so I never heard so many planes flying in the day here lately, creating pollution up in the sky and leaving tic-tac-toe trails and always trying to block out the sun and seeing blue skies. What else you got to say about them chemtrails?
Well, at least you notice it. Some people just go blindly about their day. Some people don't even look up, which I don't understand because I don't even have to look up to see the sky. When I'm walking straight ahead, my face is facing straight. I can see the sky in my peripheral, so I don't understand how these people don't see this. But, yeah, chemtrails are blocking out the sun. They're trying to do, quote-unquote, this is what they tell you when they admit it, because sometimes they'll say it don't exist. And then when they get caught, they'll say, oh, it's for global warming, which is BS, of course, because, we have all these winter storms right now on the East Coast. You see where this is going. Basically, they're putting a lot of chemicals into these chemtrails, and billionaires paying for it, obviously. These people are getting paid to spray this. First of all, they're pilots, so they're automatically getting paid a lot of money. Then you got to make all the chemtrails, however they're making it, whatever factories they're doing, they're paying the people, then they're paying it, the ship it to the planes, then they're paying for the gas for the planes, and if you know anything about airplanes or helicopters, it costs thousands of dollars just to fly those things for a couple hours. And I'm talking tens of thousands. So these are billionaires somewhere. Bill Gates actually said that he's in the chemtrail geoengineering pretty much funds. He has his hands in it, the shares and stuff. So Bill Gates, who a lot of people just associate with computers, is actually in this stuff. Okay, the Rothschilds, who is a banking family, they're in this stuff. They're paying for this stuff. And they're trying to poison people, make them sick. The same way they're trying to get you on pharmaceuticals, medicine. They want you to be on medicine. But notice that all the medicine has negative side effects. I don't think I can name one medicine that they make in the pharmaceutical pharmacies that doesn't have a negative side effect. And then most of the time when you have to take it, say if you have back pains or if you have headaches, Tylenol, whatever, you have to keep taking it in order for it to work. That's not how medicine is supposed to work, y'all. It's supposed to be, you take it, okay, now it helps you, it cures you, it makes you better. You don't have to keep taking it every week, every month. If you're taking it every month, it's making you sick as well and countering out, just so you be healthy enough to think it's working.
Yeah.
They're putting chemicals in this all over stuff, making the soil. That's another thing. They're trying to dry out the soil. And if you know anything about farming, and you've been paying attention to the farmers are having a lot of problems right now trying to grow their crops. And that's because all the metals in the soil. And guess what? Here comes Monsanto, which is a big agriculture company who makes genetically modified seeds that can grow. And guess what? Guess what it can grow in? High soil, soil with high levels of aluminum, metal. Conveniently, how convenient that they come out of nowhere, and now the farmers have to buy seeds from Monsanto that are genetically modified and has poison built into the seed. So when the corn or whatever they're growing grows into its full plant and they ship it to the store, that plant has poison in it, literally bug poison. It's not going to kill you instantly because then they'll get caught like that. But when you start having, kidney problems and you start getting these cancer, because a lot of them cause cancer, now you know why. Now you know where that's coming from, because it's a big agenda to ruin the plant. So Monsanto, their goal is literally agriculture domination. They want to run all the food through the country. They don't want anybody else to have to be self-sufficient. They don't want local farmers. They don't want organic food. That's why to this day you still see the government debating about, we don't want to allow GMO labeling on food. Well, why not? You put everything else on food. You put the calorie take, you put the vitamins, you put the ingredients, but you won't let us know when it's genetically modified. That's because it's dangerous and it's going to kill you eventually over the years. So start eating organic food as well. Chemtrails and that's going to just make you sick. It's slow kill. It's designed to take a couple years, 5 years, 10 years. Then you start to feel it. As you get older, your immune system starts to break down. Then you start to feel it. If you have nose and sinus problems, your nose burns when you're outside, that's why. Because I know sometimes I can even feel my nose burning. I don't have sinus problems, but when I'm outside, sometimes I can feel it. It pisses me off because I know what it is.
Yeah. Wow. Once again, a lot of powerful information. Once again, you're listening to the DT4U. The title of this show, Celebrity Agenda and the Occult. Our special guest is Shaughan Parson. The number is 646-716-7320. You're now listening to the DT4U. I got maybe one more question. I know we kind of went over the 60-minute mark. Let's got one more question and then pretty much sign off. Now, a lot of the celebrities, they say they got to do homosexual things in order to, stay in the loop of, the celebrity agenda out there. Do you believe that there's a lot of people like rappers out there? Like I heard that Method Man is homosexual. Certain rappers that you wouldn't even believe are part of this homosexual lifestyle, are part of the homosexual lifestyle. What's your whole perspective on that homosexual lifestyle in the celebrity world?
Well, yeah, it does happen. I have a video on my channel. It was made by Black Child. people keep thinking that's me talking. No, that's a user on YouTube called Black Child. He made that. I posted it because it's true stuff, okay? That does happen. It's part of the dark rituals that I'm talking about. They do this stuff for whatever reason. You know, I don't know if it's some type of dark practice that gives them power. I don't know if it's just because the people who run, you know, the hip-hop industry, you know, out of Hollywood, and they own DT and all the people at the top, who are usually white, by the way. You know, if y'all don't know this, the owner of BET is a white guy. I mean, just to show you how, you know, secretive that is. Black Entertainment Television is a white guy who owns it now. At first it wasn't. But anyway, and the MTV headquarters is a Masonic lodge. So, but anyway, yeah, these artists, a lot of them aren't gay, quote unquote. You know, it's that they have to do gay things. That's what I want people to realize, because I see people arguing and they be like, oh, well, he has a kid, or, you know, he has a wife. That doesn't mean anything, okay? Right. That doesn't mean anything. They still can, people are forgetting about bisexuals or something, but they can still be forced to do it. Maybe they don't like it, but if they want to keep going on in the music industry, it's there. Like even Dave Chappelle said, they try to make everybody wear a dress. He said it. And they was trying to make him wear a dress. And he even said that's why he moved to Africa and all that stuff and came back, all that, because he's trying to get away from it. So he's telling you this, and he's been in that industry around famous people and all that stuff. Cat Williams said it on the stand-up. This is why I don't like when people watch his stand-ups and they don't realize what he's saying most of the time is true. He's being funny, but at the same time, he's trying to tell you something. It's not just being funny for no reason talking about this. He's trying to tell you something. And when he said that, that's what got him in trouble the most, because he's really famous. And when a famous person really say this stuff, that's when they get in trouble, because they're not supposed to talk about it. It's part of the contract with the ritual. Cat Williams said that, you know, they had gay parties and stuff like that. He said this on the stand-up. That wasn't a joke. People laughing. I'm up there shaking my head like, you just don't understand what he's talking about. I'm up here listening to this so I can hear the truth. They're up here laughing, but yeah, there is gay things that go on. Lil Wayne, all that stuff, Drake. And you can see some of the pictures and videos where these people are clearly, you know, on some other stuff, if you will. I mean, pictures of P. Diddy and stuff. When he up here hugging Nelly, he's hugging this random white guy. I don't know who that white guy was. But he's dancing behind him like a girl, grinding on him and stuff. Like, come on now, stop denying what's right in front of you. I know you like P. Diddy and you want to listen to his you know, people that he signed, that he always signed and then they disappear after a year, if you ever notice anything about that, because they're not supposed to be famous. He just pimps them out. He sells them out. He gets more people initiated in, and then they're gone. Danny D. Kane, Day 26, I believe. Where are they right now? You tell me, because they're not here. Right. But the whole show, you know, everybody watching it, now they're nowhere to be seen. And I can't remember that white guy that went solo. There was he was around Day 26. I can't remember his name. That's how gone he is. Yeah. I mean, it's clear as day if you pay attention. P. Diddy's definitely out there with that homosexual stuff. I mean, watch the video when he's talking to dang, got his name already. The stand-up comedian, short guy.
Kevin Hart.
Name? Yeah, Kevin Hart. That slipped my mind. I don't know why. I know who Kevin Hart is, but for some reason that just completely left me. Anyway, he was talking to Kevin Hart, and he told Kevin Hart not to sit on his bed. And Kevin Hart was trying, you know, he was saying that he's not on that gay shit, pretty much. And sorry if I just cursed, sorry. But anyway, he's not on that gay stuff, basically. And therefore, it's an awkward moment. And you can see that it's definitely some type of behind-the-scenes thing going on. You know, some type of inside, not joke, but inside knowing, understanding that Kevin Hart was talking about with that whole situation, because, like I said, Diddy is one of the gayest people. You know, not bashing gays. You know, if you're gay, you're walking down the street, no problem with you. But seriously, they're using this for their agenda to feminize men and to depopulate the world as well, because if you have 50% of the nation gay, let's face it, 50% of the nation is going to start to depopulate because gay people can't have children, you know? Not trying to upset you, but seriously, that's the way it is. 2 females can have children with each other. 2 men can have children with each other. And if let's put it like this, to really snap y'all out y'all, your beliefs, if you think that someone's just hating on you. If 100% of the world was gay, humanity would just disappear within a couple of decades because everyone would just die off. You can't procreate. Now think of it this way. If your parents were personally gay, for all the gay people out there, you wouldn't even be born right now. They couldn't have you. Face it, that's the way it is.
All right. Shaughan Parson dropping that knowledge out there. Once again, the number is 646-716-7320. We're about to sign off in a few minutes actually, but if you have any quick questions or comments, question number 1, and I'll add you in the conversation. Definitely a great, show, breaking down some information out there. A lot of people didn't know, as far as the occult and celebrity agendas out there. Any last words you want to share with the people out there before we sign off? And once again, I appreciate you coming on. And I'm pretty sure, once again, I recommend that you go to the channel, the Occult Sin. Once again, it's called Occult Sin. Make sure you check out his videos, and I have everything in the description box. But any last words you want to share with the masses out there? Go ahead.
Well, I'm a new guy, if you will. So, people not going to call in. They don't know me yet. But seriously, let's see. I just recommend all of y'all to do research. Seriously. Do not listen to anything anyone tells you unless you do research, including me, including anybody else, including your parents. I don't care. If they're telling you something that's going to be a belief that you have to follow for the rest of your life, do some research on it. And don't just research one page and be like, oh, yeah, I found the answer. No, you didn't. Research several pages. Go to the library, read books, whatever. If you don't like reading, start like reading because you're going to need it. Seriously. If you don't research what's in this world, you're not going to realize what's going on. Everything from banks to secret societies, the capital, Washington, D.C., United States versus America, how they're not even the same place. You're not going to understand what's going on unless you do research. Okay? And when you start researching, you start learning this stuff, it drives you to learn more stuff. It's not frustrating at first. It's frustrating at first. Maybe you don't want to read a lot of stuff, but after a while, you start to get pulled in because it's like, man, you want to learn the truth. You don't want to be ignorant no more because now you're learning how ignorant you was, and it pushes you to learn more. Okay? And for all the stuff going on, because there's a lot of stuff that may be depressing and it may seem like it's all hopeless, don't fear anybody. Okay? They're a person, you're a person. Don't fear death, because if you really have faith, don't fear death, okay? Don't get brainwashed into that damned into hell forever, because that's what's going to cause a lot of fear. That's what many people fear more than death. They fear that hell, okay? And when you realize where these stories come from and who made it up and why they made it up, the Vatican and stuff, to control the people, then you can break away from that. You realize that spirits can't be harmed unless you're selling out to something even more powerful, a powerful spirit. That's why you don't do rituals and you don't do the satanic stuff or whatever. Because there's not only satanic arts. There's all types of evil stuff that has nothing to do with Satan, and yet it still produces evil. Okay? The Moloch start, the Bohemian Grove type stuff. When they're up here sacrificing children, I mean, they don't even talk about Satan. Satan has nothing to do with that, and yet it's still evil, okay? These are just names that humans are given to spirits that they are just titling. I want you to know that. Don't fear anything. Be strong, all that stuff. Keep doing you. Keep educating yourself. Don't fall for the lies. Start watching the news, because they're owned by the Rothschilds. Rothschilds have over $500 trillion. They own the news. They own the Associated Press. This isn't a conspiracy. This is facts. They bought it a couple of decades ago. Literally. That Israel stuff, after World War II, for all you people, the Israel little debate, yes, Israel is controlling America, not the other way around. The Rothschilds shipped thousands of Jews after World War II in the land of Palestine when it was still called that, and changed the name to Israel. You probably didn't know a couple decades ago it was still called Palestine. If you didn't know that, start researching, because now you're falling for the lie already if you think it was always called Israel. It wasn't. Iran used to be called Persia. Iraq with Babylon, all that stuff. start doing some research. All I got to tell you.
All right, once again,
That's
a lot
it.
of powerful information you putting out there. And for those people that are like, never heard this information, but they've been enlightened by you, what's the first book that that you recommend that they should pick up out there?
Any dictionary of symbols with pictures of the symbols and their meaning. Get that so you can learn symbolism. And then there's on Bill Cooper actually has a book. I always recommend this one because I don't want to recommend too many books because I think people should learn about the basics first, not just jump into the hard stuff. But Behold a Pale Horse. Behold a Pale Horse by William Cooper. He made this book, and he used to be in the military, agencies, so he has insight. In fact, he predicted 9/11. Unfortunately, he got killed 2 months later. But, yeah, he's a serious person. He used to talk about truth, all that stuff, and respect to him. So read that book, and on top of that, I recommend is reading symbolism. Don't overlook the dictionary of symbolism. You're going to need to understand what these symbols mean so you can see what's all around you. You don't see it until you understand what it means.
Yeah, definitely. Once again, brother,
and,
I appreciate
oh, yeah.
One
more thing.
Yeah.
Research the Moors. Research the Moors. M-O-O-R-S. Research the Moors. I can't push that hard enough. Okay? Everything you think you know is a lie about history, especially America history. The Native Americans, the Africans, everything. Okay? Africa isn't called Africa. That's a Greek word. The real name, or one of the original names, is Kibalan, is because, Africa is such as we know it is Africa, it's such a big place that it didn't have one name. It's too many places in Kibalan for it to have one solid name. But that's one of the most original names of Africans. And black people aren't called black people, they're not called Africans. Africa is a place, it's not a nationality, ethnicity. So you can't be African American. Those are two different places. Look up the Moors if you want